guys, it's Jarek the Air Dragon from RDA talking at you from beside the camera over here. I've already zoomed in so you can see the gun clear because this is literally the only thing that comes with the gun, and this is going to be a review of the Umarex licensed Walther P99. Now this has a lot of interest in it because, well, you can't really find P99s out there. Basically your choices for P99s are the Marussian P99, which is all ABS plastic, and you pretty much have to upgrade it to metal to really want to use it more, and even getting that gun is hard to begin with. Not that it's bad in any way, it's just very hard to get. And then this one, which is pretty much your only other option. And it's really not that bad of an option. The gun's quality is very, very nice. The lower receiver is of nylon fiber plastic. The upper slide here is metal, and it gives off a kind of a weird dinging sound. It almost sounds like a bell. At first this bugged me, and then I shot it, and it sounds kind of cool when you shoot it, almost like the GHK AK, so it gives off a very loud metallic clank. But the quality is very, very nice. The upper slide is metal, and the grip itself is of nylon fiber plastic. So, no ABS plastic, no cheap metal. Now the gun itself is blowback, but the slide itself, the blowback, doesn't really do anything for the gun. It doesn't cycle in the next BB, it doesn't do anything really. It just adds a nice feeling of recoil, and the way it works is just a little hole back in the chamber, right behind the BB that pushes the slide back, and then the rest of the gas goes out, pushing the BB forward. This lowers the velocity to about 280 feet per second, which is actually very, very nice. It's about average for pistols. And I would much rather have 280 feet per second than 500 feet per second because 280 is field legal, whereas 500 is not field legal. Now the way the gun works is, like I mentioned, very, very different. The magazine is these skinny magazines, but it does have a big base plate so that it looks very, very nice in the gun. Where the CO2 is stored, pull out the magazine and then pop off this back piece right here. Just like that. And there's where the CO2 goes. This is the same 12-gram cartridge I've been using in the chrono accuracy test, about a good 10 shots off camera, and now for the review. And it still works and doesn't feel like it's getting any weaker. So that's where you put it in. Where you screw it in is this piece here, which is covered by the magazine so you don't see it when you are shooting it, and you don't see it out in public, which makes the gun look nice. To put this back together, you put the up piece in first, and then just click it back in place like that, and then insert your mag, and there you go, you're ready to go. Now I'm going to dry fire it a few times to tell you that metal sound. Oh, something else to mention as well, this gun's slide does lock back if you have no BBs. See, I have no BBs in the magazine, so it does lock back. So I'm going to eject the mag and dry fire it a few times to show you the sound. Nice sound to it. Insert the magazine. No BBs. It locks back. So that's something that's really cool for a slide that really does absolutely nothing whatsoever, that it still locks back, which is very, very nice. Now this does do good justice to the P99. It is very, very comfortable. It feels very similar to a P99, which as a P99 owner, I'm glad that it does. It does have the real trades of the Walther P99. So you can see right in the front up here, it says Walther P99 DAO version. It also says Walther down here on the grip. On the other side, again, it says Walther on the grip, so it does have trades. And then it has a unique serial number right next to the chamber right there. So that's kind of cool of them to add the actual trades. But it's almost needed now. I mean, if you don't add those trades and do it legally, you're going to get sued, and then your gun's only going to be around for for probably one shipment before disappearing completely. Now the sights are actually nice sights. They have white dots, so it makes them easier to see. The trigger pull is, you have to pull the trigger back quite a bit farther before it actually fires. However, it's not that hard of a trigger pull, so I can't complain about it. It really does not bug me. It just has a long trigger pull. But like I said, it's not like the non-blowback where it takes a lot to pull it back. You only have to pull it back, it's not that hard. The actual safety is over here, where you push that piece forward, and then pulling the trigger does absolutely nothing. Push it back, you can fire again. The gun is basically 100% lefty friendly, with the exception of the slide release only being on this side, but it's not too hard for a lefty to reach over and hit that slide release because it's kind of a big slide release. It covers a lot of space, so it's very easy to hit it. But the mag release is a big mag release, and it is ambidextrous. You can see it moves on both sides. So it's very lefty friendly, and like I mentioned, it's very ergonomic. It fits your hand very, very nicely. The gun has a fixed top unit, not much of a complaint because the gun itself is actually fairly accurate. At 150 feet, you can hit a man-sized target, but about the complete average, about the furthest away you're going to be able to hit someone accurately is about 130 feet. That's probably the max range you get. It doesn't really shine too much in terms of accuracy, but it doesn't hurt in accuracy either. It's about average for accuracy. But where it does shine is the gas efficiency. Like I said, same CO2 cartridge I've been using in both the chrono accuracy test, about 10 mags off camera, and now in the review, and it's still going strong. It's not really getting any weaker in any way. And by the way, if you were wondering, yes, this does use the same system as the Glock Combat recently released as well, so it's just as gas efficient. This gun does have a front rail. You can basically add any laser and flashlight you wish to the front rail. Alright, so now I believe I've covered everything on this gun. This gun can be bought at reddragonairsoft.net, or click on the direct link down below. It's very, very affordable. It's under $100. It's under $90. So if you guys want to buy this gun, go ahead and click the link down below, and there's also a link down below to RDA's forum where you can talk to the community. So that said, that has been Red Dragon Airsoft's review of the Walther P99.